Alright, so we need to do this fifth and final tentacle, and so let's see what we can do. And again, it has 16 spans. We can go to the curves and just hit rebuild, boom. And so there you go. So it's rebuilt the curve, and as you can see, all the CVs are perfectly spaced apart. Alright, okay, so again, just like we did before, and so DV middle mouse snap, so that's where we have the pivot, and then C middle mouse, boom. And let's take a look at the position, and so we can rotate this cylinder. I'm going to click on this center pivot, and so, and as you can see, it's come away from the center of the curve. So if you don't do the center pivot and then you rotate the cylinder, look what happens. We're rotating the cylinder and it stays centered with the curve. So in this case, don't use center pivot. I wouldn't advise it. Alright, okay, so there we go. We've got that bit done, and again, grab the faces, deselect the faces around it, hold down shift, select the curve, and boom, extrude and add those divisions. Let's go with 8 for now, and again with the taper. Let's have a look. Bring the taper in. There we go, something like that. And we're done. And let's take a look. Let's just do a delete history and then grab the curve, delete the curve. Again, we need to delete these end faces. And also these faces here we don't need. So, alright, so let's work on this little bit here. As you can see, we can grab these vertices here, push them down to about here, go into edge mode and hit extrude, and we can start working on this tentacle tip here. Obviously it gets thinner as it gets to the end, and around here, spin it round. There we go, extrude again. This point here, spin it round. Just keep it going. There we go, and boom. Make it just a bit thinner. Hit extrude. There we go. So we've done an extrusion. Fill hole. Edge flow is switched off, which is good. And so we can create these edges here, and just want to add a bit more resolution, just like before. Grab these two vertices, hit B, and again we want the soft select to be rather small. So B, left mouse button, drag until you see the brush. Come on, where are you? There we go, we see you. And D, I'm going to select this edge here. So the pivot should be aligned. Not exactly, but that'll do. And just kind of bring it out like that. And there we go, we can see the curved shape there. So we can actually just bring this back in. Kind of like that. There we go. So obviously it's a bit in a state at the minute. Look at that. It's a bit of a state. So edge flow, and then boom. There we go. So we're actually starting to create more of the curve as it comes around. There we go. Boom, boom. There you have it. And for the icing on the cake, we need to do the edge flow. So grab this edge loop and edge flow. There we go. There we go. So we're already getting better definition here, as you can see. Much better flow. and just one more time. I would say that will do. Let's take a look. There you go, pretty good. And so finally we've got to see, does it touch the ground? Whew, nowhere near. Now maybe this is kind of like the arm, where it doesn't need to touch the ground. And so same with this one here, maybe we didn't have to extend it. So it's got me thinking, you know, maybe that's just like part of the arm, if you see what I mean. And I'm going to leave that now because we've done that. I don't want to like undo it, and we'll leave this up. You know, so it's kind of like an arm. It's not actually like on the ground. And so we have finished the tentacles, and really the only thing that's left to do is we've got to retopologize this so we can, like, you know, model the mouth in as well. And then we're going to connect the stalks to the body and the tentacles to the body, and also rearrange the position of the tentacles, which we will do next video. So I will see you then.